Let's begin with problem homework exercise number 10 from section 6.2, part 2. It states a quality control inspector examined 500 light bulbs and found 12 defective. At this rate, how many defective bulbs would there be in a lot of 55,000? Okay, now again, you can set up a proportion to solve this because you have so many defective per total. So again, we can have defective in the numerator and the total sample, the total in the denominator. What one set of data is, there were 12 defective from a total of 500. How many defective? We don't know, so we'll let that be X. In a lot of 55,000, so that's our total, 55,000. Okay, so there's our, set up our proportion. The cross products are equal. 500 times X is equal to 12 times 55,000. Divide by 500. These cancel, or 500 divided by 500 is 1. 1 times X is X. So then it would just be X is what we have right here, 12,000 times 55,000 divided by 500. And we will use our calculator to do that arithmetic. So again, on the calculator, finish at 12,000 times 55,000 divided by 500. And we get a total of 1,320. Homework exercise number 11. In a metal alloy, the ratio of zinc to copper is 3 to 15. If there are 645 pounds of copper, how much zinc is there? Again, it's a ratio, right? So we can set up a proportion. We can let zinc be in the numerator and copper in the denominator. 3 parts zinc to 15 parts copper. How much zinc is there? That's unknown, so that's X. If there are 645 pounds of copper, so 645 goes in the numerator for the amount of copper. Cross proportion, cross products are equal, so 15 times X is equal to 3 times 645. Divide both sides by 15. To get 15 over 15 is 1. 1 times X is X. So X is just going to be 3 times 645 divided by 15. We'll use the calculator to do that last step. 3 times 645 divided by 15. And we get 129 pounds. Homework exercise number 12. To determine the number of deer in a game preserve, a forest ranger catches 247 and tags them and releases them. Later, 126 are caught. 37 of them are tagged. How many are there in a game preserve? So we want to get the total, and we're working, and we know what we have tagged, right? So a ratio can be tagged over total. Okay, later, we have both, right? We have values for both. 37 are tagged from a total of 126. Previously, the forest ranger catches and tags all 247. So 247 is actually in the numerator, represents tags. And to get a total, that would be the number in that denominator. That's the unknown, so we'll use the variable X. So we've got our proportion set up. So now tagged over total, 37 over 126, 247 are tagged, and then over X will represent the total. Cross products are equal. 37X is equal to 126 times 247. Divide both sides by 37 so that the 37 over 37 is 1. So X equals 126 times 247 divided by 37. So is exactly what we have there. So we'll go ahead and do that last step using our calculator. So we have 126 times 247 divided by 37. You can do it all in one step. 841.135, round to the nearest integer. So again, the integer is the whole number, 841.1. We have a 1 in the tenths, so obviously it's 4 or less, so we keep it the same or round down. So the answer is 841 to the nearest whole number, which is the nearest integer is to the left of the decimal. Let's look at homework exercise 13. For a water rate of $2.45 per 1,000 gallons, what is the water bill if we use 32,300 gallons? So again, we can do, the variables are the cost and how many gallons of water we use, right? Well, what is one set of data that's given? We know the cost was $2.45 per 1,000. What is the water bill, the cost? So we're missing the value in the numerator. The gallons are 32,300. The amount of water in gallons is 32,300. There's our proportion set up. Cross products are equal. So 1,000 times X equals 245 times 32,300. Divide by 1,000. So these cancel and get X is equal to 2.45 times 32,300 divided by 1,000. We'll do that last step using the calculator. 245 times 32,300 divided by 1,000, and round to the nearest cent. Cents is 2 decimal places, right? So 79.135. We're rounding this. Following the 3, that's the nearest cent is hundredths, is a 5, so that means we would round up, right? So the 79.1, the 3 would go up to a 4, which of course would be $79.14 to the nearest penny. Whoops. Okay, we're going to stop this session here. If you have any questions, send me an email at tsquares@hodges.edu or call me at 239-938-7805. Thank you.